Hey, good evening, my old spotted dactyses, dinkles and pop tippings, and how the devil are you? I hope you're well. You're joining me here at, I'm parked up for night. I'm at a truck stop, basically. It's just gone 10 o'clock. Today has been an absolute... just a bit of a ball ache, to be honest. Work-wise, it's been easy. It's been a piece of piss, but we just couldn't get for going today. It's just been, it's been one of them days where I've just thought, oh, there must be more to life. It was so much easier on a walking floor, I'll tell you. Yeah, I'm a month into this job now, and I am enjoying the work, don't get me wrong. I'm enjoying it. I wouldn't say it's easy, because I'm still brand new at it. I've only been doing it, this is week 5. So every day is a school day, but the work's pretty straightforward. It's a piece of piss, just ratcheting loads up and straps and whatnot. But, every day is a school day. You've got to be mindful and whatnot, haven't you? So I'm always open to suggestions and open to learning something every day. But today's just been one of them days where I couldn't seem to get nothing done. I got a load last night I picked it up for Cambridge, and I ran down to Cambridge services this morning. I was booked in for 11 o'clock. I got there for 9. I thought I'll stay right corner in Cambridge services until t'other lad comes out, then I can go in. And then I got a message saying t'other lad's having problems. There's a problem with crane. The crane's broke down, so you're just gonna have to hang about till as much as you can. So I waited till almost me 2 hours was up at Cambridge services, then ran past the site, had a look into what it was. I thought, Christ, that's tight in there. I knew you couldn't get 2 of us in at once. It was too tight. So I ran down the road about 3 or 4 miles and found a lay-by to park up in. Meanwhile, across the road is another one waiting to go in, loaded with same stuff as me. So there's 3 of us, and lo and behold, I was number 3. And yeah, long story short, first lad was there for, I'd say, about three and a half hours. Then second lad went in. So by the time I got in, basically, I've been sat there nigh on 4.5 hours. Do you know what I mean? So it's one of them, and that puts you behind then. I then had to run from Cambridge over to King's Lynn to pick up a load to come over to this place and meet the night man from Lockerbie, who came down and landed at about 9:30. But by the time I got out of that site where I was, it was getting late on. So then I had to run over to King's Lynn from Cambridge, which is just nigh on 2 hours away. Get into this other place, get loaded, get turned around, and then bray on from King's Lynn all the way down to here, where I am, just off the A1, at Newark, basically. Just off the A1 at Newark, to come and meet the night man. Now, I got here at about, I'd say I got here at about 5 to 9. He got here at about past. So I already dropped my trailer, ready for him. There's not much room here, do you know what I mean? So I already dropped my trailer ready for him, did all my paperwork, sorted myself out, and then he came. So basically the trailer I've now got is outside of me. I'll put it on tomorrow. I'll put it on tomorrow. It'll be right. I'll put it on it morning. So I've had something to eat, I've had my tea, and then by the time you've catched up with the day, had a look through your phone, and I tried to ring my wife earlier on, and we ended up having a bit of bloody... we didn't have a fallout, we never have fallouts, but we ended up having a choice few words, because the phone line's pretty shite on these daffs. You can't hear each other properly. She says it sounds like somebody's got a strimmer on it, Carbink Garden or something. And I can't hear her properly sometimes. And because I've not had a cig for 2 days, do you know what I mean? She was saying, where are you? Where are you going? And I said, I'm at King's Lynn. I'm going to Newark. And she must have asked me the same question about 4 or 5 times. So eventually I said, I've told you 5 times I'm going to Newark. You've asked me 5 times. Don't you bloody shout at me. And I said, I'm not shouting at you. She said, well, don't you bloody get cocky and sarcastic with me. Just because you've not had a bloody sick for 2 days, it's not my bloody fault. Oh, Christ almighty, you know what I mean? So Then I'm trying to calm her down and try to say, listen, I love you, and how you doing, and all that. And she's at it, no, it doesn't matter now, it don't matter, don't need to talk to you. And I thought, well, initially party thinks, well, fuck off then. I've had a day of it, you fucker. Do you know what I mean? But then you think to yourself, well, she's probably had a day of it as well. You know, she's been working. She's running a house up there in Cumbria on a bloody own. I'm gallivanting all right bloody globe like, you know what I mean, all right UK. She's probably had a day of it up there. She's got things on her mind as well. So I thought it's not her bloody fault, you know, that I've had a shit day. So then she ends up saying, just ring me back after, I can't hear you anyway. So I said, right, fine, you know, and then you get a few miles up road and you still thinking, I'm not fucking ringing her, fucking bastard. Yeah, she can fuck off and I'll fucking tell her. Yeah, I'll fucking tell her. Tell you what, yeah, what I should have said to her. I'll tell you what, she fucking rings me again, I'll fucking tell her. Fucking say, listen, you, I'm fucking telling you. In reality, what you end up saying, yeah, and I'll fucking tell you something else. I'm fucking taking 50 quid a week out your housekeeping money when I get in, and if I want to go out, I'm fucking going out. And if I want to smoke, I'll have a smoke. In reality, what you end up doing is getting about 15 mile up road, and after you've thought all that through your head, you think, I best ring her up and just say, I'm sorry, love, I love you, you know what I mean? I love you, are you alright, love? Yeah, I'm fat, and she's still like, I've got him now. You know what I mean? I'm fucking showing him, I'll fucking tell him, because she's obviously been thinking, yeah, if he fucking rings me back, that bald bastard, I've fucking said this to him. Listen, you bald bastard, I'll fucking elbow you in the face. Do you know what I mean? So you end up saying, hello, love, you alright? Nah, I couldn't hear you before. I was a bit stressed out. But anyway, how are you doing, love? And then turn its situation. And before you know it, you're fucking apologising and fucking bending over backwards for the fucking best thing since sliced bread. I don't know about you. But every now and again, you know, it's not that often these days. I'm a married man and I'm pushing 50, but every now and again, I like sex. You know what I mean? So, only every now and again, you know, chips and peas and pudding from Chippy like, but you know, Galaxy, you know, it's not fucking chips and peas, be honest, but every now and again you've got to make an effort, haven't you? So yeah, so he ended up, I'm sorry, love, and blah 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 blah. You know what I mean? And it's all my fault. I'm a knobhead basically. And that's the thing about this job, you know, it's not like a 9-to-5 job. It's not one of them where it's everything's set in a routine. I've had a bastard of a day, I really have. The work's been easy. When I got to this site, I knew it was going to be hard work getting in, but I blindsided it in, and I was proud of this truck. It went straight in, no bother. Straight round to crane. So the work's easy enough, it's just getting from what, and then, you know, you're behind then, aren't you? Because you've sat there all fucking day waiting to tip your load. You're then behind, you've got to bray on to get over to King's Lynn, find the place you're bloody loading at, round on this bloody King's Lynn dock and that. By the time I went in, there was a dry harbour, hot boats was grounded on sand. Come out, they were fucking seeing nothing. Where's this bloody come from? They were bobbing about like little fucking corks, hot boats and that. I thought, we're alright here. Any road. So, you know, you're up against it then, aren't you? And you've then got to bray over it because you've got to meet a night man, because he's come down from Lockerbie. He's got here at 9:30. He's had a quick 15 minutes while he's been changing over. He's shot off. He's back to Lockerbie to meet that lad, you know what I mean? So, you know, you feel as if you put yourself under pressure, but through no fault of your own. But that's the job. I'm not mourning, do you know what I mean? That is the job. It's not all plain sailing. It's not all, oh, let's drop this here and we'll spend 3 hours polishing our tanks and blasting air horns and look at this, do you know what I mean? It's not like that. It really isn't. This really isn't a glamorous job. It really is not a glamorous job. Some people will try and dress it up as a glamorous job and have you believe that it's all rosy and fluffy. It's not. Sometimes it's a horrible job. You're working out in all weathers, in shit conditions, on shit old building sites and stuff like that, and it's not a particularly nice job. You're doing long hours. Everybody else around you on the road hates your guts. You know, they've got short memories. It was only a few years ago they were all stood on bridges clapping for us, and truckers, you're all heroes and this, that and that. No, you're just wankers. Everybody must think that, when you think about it, right, everything you own, including the device or phone or TV, laptop, whatever that you're watching me on, my big face on right now on this video, everything that you own, from the clothes on your back to the, I've not got no hair, but the shampoo on your hair, the soap on your face, the toothpaste, blah blah blah, your glasses on, the wedding ring, and you know, everything that you own and everything in your household, at some point, including the bricks that built the house itself and the concrete bloody floor panels that I've delivered, everything that you own in your possession, everything around you, has at some point been on the back of a truck. Even the truck that delivered the things in your house originally got delivered on the back of a bigger truck. Do you know what I mean? So you need trucks and you need truck drivers. But everybody seems to think that there's some kind of big magical Santa Claus, like a Father Christmas Fred Dibner version, saying, "Did you like that? Climbing up chimneys in the night time and everything gets delivered." It doesn't. It comes via road. You can't do it via trains anymore. It comes via bloody road. I mean, I'm not complaining. I knew exactly what I was getting into when I started this job, and I wanted to do it. Oh, I want to do that. Doodle-doodle-doo. Wow, wow, wow. I knew exactly what I was getting into when I took this job on, when I started this job, when I wanted to do this job, because I wanted to do it 20 years ago. So I knew full well what I was getting into. And I'm not complaining. I enjoy driving trucks. I enjoy the job on the whole. But every now and again you get one of them bastards of a day where you've ended up having work late, and you know, before I knew it, it's 9:30. Fucking night drivers here, so I've got out and I've had crack with night driver, and he's happy. I say, yeah, I'm happy with this load what you've got. Then I've had to come in, then look at my paperwork, because I've swapped trailers with him. Well, my new trailer's at the side now. Left him room. He's took that trailer away. He'd be on his way back up the A1 now to Lockerbie. And then I've obviously got the paperwork, so then I'm having a look. Well, where am I going tomorrow? Oh, blah, 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 blah. So you're not clocked off. You know, you might have pulled your card out and done all your paperwork, but then you're having a look where you're going tomorrow. I really want to see them fingers, you know what I mean? So it's one of them. It's a lot goes into the job. And I'm not moaning. I'm not complaining. I chose to do this job. Nobody chose to do it for me. And on the whole, I love it. But every now and again, you get one of them days where you think, there must be more to life than this shit. Suddenly, stacking shelves at Tesco's for £12 odd an hour seems very inviting. But would I want to do anything else? No, I don't think I would. I wouldn't want to do anything else at this moment in time apart from truck driving. Whether I stay in this particular job or not, I don't know. You know, my options are still open. There's a big wide world out there. There is a lot of people expecting me to go running back to Jenkins, cap in hand, saying, "It's not for me, this, take me back on. It was great just opening back doors and pushing a button." But, you know, there's a big wide world out there, a bigger world than just revolving around Jenkins. If the shit hit the fan and I had no choice, I'd go back. Of course I'd go back, I would. But if this job is not for me, there's always something else out there that I can try. But right now, I really am enjoying flatbed work, I really am. Not so much the concrete and the building sites, but the timber, I'm enjoying it. Right, I've rambled on and on and on and on and on and on and on for far too long. So, I'm going to get my head down now. It's well gone 10 o'clock. I'll be up again about 6 in the morning, and we'll crack on. I think I'm going to the other side of Leicester. It's a Leicester postcode anyway, but that's tomorrow's job. Right, I've been your old mate Borothea. Once again, you, my friend, have been beautiful. But for now, I am out of here. Join me again. Day 2, by the way, no cigarettes. I could have quite easily punched my own face in this afternoon because I was gagging for a cig, but I've not got none on me, so I can't have any. And it is what it is. So we'll go on to day 3 tomorrow. We'll take each day at a time. If we can get to Friday, I think we might have cracked it. Good night, God bless. Stay safe. Ta-ra.